Honorable Chair, distinguished authorities and delegates, let me start with a specific case. In August 2021, a key member of an Italian criminal organization, believed by one of the most influential facilitators of international drug trafficking, was arrested in Dubai. The investigation that led to his arrest revealed the methods he used: the use of money mules, the use of hawala channels, the creation of legal entities in different jurisdictions to provide non-assistance services, so-called shell companies, the use of virtual currencies, investment operation in real estate, the purchase of large quantities of gold, up to 40 kilos per month. It's an interesting illustration in a single person of the main aspects that characterize the current phenomenon of drug trafficking. The consolidated overlap between organized crime and economic and financial crime is characterized by the proximity of the most financial powerful mafia groups and certain sectors of the national and international legal financial world, with the aim of laundering and reinvesting money, with the real distortions of the normal market dynamics. The activities of the Italian boss captured in Dubai also highlight the role of new technologies, especially digital. They have made it possible to create parallel markets to those of the traditional drug trade. Digital markets where supply and demand meet at retail level, thanks to particular to the dark web, with money moving anonymously through cryptocurrencies. One of the new and alarming aspects is the fact that the so-called over-the-counter web has numerous companies specializing in import-export, which act as trading platforms for the substances. All these innovations are having an impact on the methods used to combat drug trafficking, reducing the effectiveness of some traditional investigative techniques. The fact that drug trafficking is not a crisis is reflected in the figures for all of the main indicators. Contrasting the cartels is not enough. A qualitative leap is needed. Any effort is doomed to failure if we don't address the cultural problem of drugs with a whole-of-society approach. More than 50 years ago, the Italian writer Pier Paolo Pasolini, certainly not a prohibitionist, said that he was alarmed by the fact that the drugs had gone from being a phenomenon essentially affecting a few elites to becoming a mass phenomenon. He defined this as a cultural vacuum, understood not as a lack of erudition, but as a loss of principle and horizons in the face of life's challenges. The dramatic images coming out of North America, men and women completely unconscious from the ingestion of fentanyl, tell us of something that is no accident, but the consequence of cultures and distorted notions of freedom that have been in vogue since the 1960s. In this sense, it's worth considering the possibility of a correlation between the pandemic peaks of these tragedies and local experience of legalization. Finally, I would like to remind you that this is the last year of the Italian presidency of the Pompidou Group, and that Italy will host the ministerial conference at the end of 2025. Through working groups and specific projects, We have deepened cooperation in established areas of work. The fight against drugs, all drugs, must start from the conviction that we cannot remain silent in the face of nothingness, that hundreds of thousands of young people escape by taking drugs, and the nights of the need for hope and meaning that characterizes every human life. Italy is the front line. Thank you.